having the glass like this is actually quite hard because it's so sloped.
Is that a special kind of glass? Is that different than normal windshield glass?
We are going to be using effectively a form of armored glass for the car. And the door panels of the car are the 300 series stainless steel, and it's so tough that it's bulletproof to a handgun.
And why is that important to you that it be bulletproof? I mean,
it's badass and super cool.
That's super cool. But see, I like that answer. It's a good answer.
Do you want your truck to be bulletproof or not?
Yeah, I guess I want my truck to be bulletproof.
Yeah,
sure.
Exactly. You know, you never know. When the apocalypse comes, you should be glad it's bulletproof. We want to be a leader in apocalypse technology.
Exactly.
It's not new to prepare for catastrophe. But today, there's a new kind of prepper, the Silicon Valley elite. And they believe they're preparing for a doomsday scenario of their own making, with automation setting up the economy to crash under the weight of global debt.
Most of the people who are, on board this wagon are professionals. So they're doctors, they're lawyers, they're tech executives. This is a very mainstream phenomenon. It's just not talked about in the mainstream.
Adam Taggart gave up his Silicon Valley lifestyle as a VP for Yahoo to prepare for a new world he sees as inevitable, with changes so drastic they are hard to imagine.
The next 20 years are going to look completely unlike the last 20 years. And the reason for that, many different potential threats or challenges to our way of life, if you will. We look at them in three areas: in the economy, in our energy systems, and in the environment.
Now his main business is advising people on how to prepare for collapse, and many of his clients are Silicon Valley's wealthiest.
Those with the money, and I realize this is the 0.001% we're talking about, but are buying retreat properties either here in America or internationally. And I think that got people's attention of, all right, these are legit smart people. What do they know that we don't know?
Are you seeing people who are perhaps a bit more well-connected? Are the elites preparing more? Are you getting phone calls from people in more prestigious places or privileged places?
It's funny. I would say before the war, I had met maybe one billionaire in my life. Since the war, I've met 8 now. And the elites are coming out of the woodwork and they're buying these bunkers. So you asked me earlier off camera, who are some of the famous people I work for? Well, I can't tell you any of the famous people I've worked for, but I can tell you this. I am under contract with one of the top 5 richest people in the world. Everybody knows who he is, but I can't say who is, but I can just say a top 5. I am doing bunkers for one king in the Middle East, and there's only 7 kings in the Middle East. So your odds are 1 in 7 of guessing that one. And then as far as the top 5 richest people in the world, you can name them off on your hand. So one of those people is actually under contract with me. But I'm working for very famous, very wealthy people. But on the other hand, I'm working for average people too. Everybody wants to survive a disaster. You don't have to be rich to survive. It's just the rich people are going to survive a little more comfortable than you and I are, okay?